Hi, Melissa Smith here, the PBA, and it's the end of another day. And today I want to talk to you about being an executive virtual assistant. So I got 3 minutes. Let's go. So many of us came out of executive assistant roles. Maybe it was a tiered position that you had. Maybe it was administrative specialist. But essentially, you ran an executive assistant function. Now, that doesn't always translate into being virtual. You certainly can. However, when I talk with virtual assistants about being an executive VA, there's a lot of disconnect that happens because you have to think about it from what the expectation is when you have an executive virtual assistant. They want someone who's kind of on call, who's constantly sitting at their desk, who's going to, handle that email that's coming at the last minute, be there if something should happen during their travel, someone who's going to be that catch-all, and you may have 4 or 5 clients like this. And that's fine. You can totally do it. You can keep up. I have complete faith in you. The disconnect comes from you don't have as much freedom and flexibility during the day. You might have clients on different coasts, and even if they're in the same time zone, maybe that doesn't allow you to pick up your children at a certain time, or maybe it doesn't allow you to take that afternoon class that you wanted to take at the gym, or maybe you have a networking group that you like to join, and this doesn't allow for that. Maybe you don't want to be on at a certain time or keep hours. You just want to work when you want to work. That's totally fine. There are plenty of clients who don't have set hours for their VAs, who don't care when you get the work done as long as you meet your deadline. However, those clients aren't typically those looking for an executive VA. So when you package yourself or your services, or you call your title an executive virtual assistant, be very clear on what the expectation is on the other side. Remember, most people don't know what an executive assistant is. I know that seems crazy, but they don't. And many people don't really understand what a virtual assistant is and what it does. Your title in the office that meant something, that has something to do with your pay level, that meant something to the other people, that meant who you were working for in the C-suite, doesn't really mean anything. You're a business owner now. That's your biggest thing that you are. You're the CEO of your own business. What's better than that, right? So don't get hung up on the title executive assistant. You can really call yourself what you are, what you do, how you help others, how you serve others, what it means for your client. You can take those executive assistant skills, you can use them on your own business, you can use them for their client, but it doesn't mean that when you come out of the office that you're also going to be an executive or virtual assistant. Okay, I'm running out of time. So remember, I'm not only a CEO, business owner, and entrepreneur, I'm also a virtual assistant just like you, because you can't do it yourself. Subscribe to the channel, get your complimentary workbook, and I'm out of time. Bye.